What's cracking, Jack? You are in the jungle. The divisional round of Major League Baseball playoffs starts Saturday, October 4th. There are 4 games, and I've got 4 bets to give you some walking around money right here, right now. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the show, and for joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. We're going to break down all 4 games in Major League Baseball for Saturday, October 4th, and come up with the best bet for each one of them. And I'm going to leave for you 2 links in the comments section. The first link is to my $5 favorite play of the day. And for just $5 and no further obligation, you get my best baseball bet of the day text to your phone. The second link is to become a Jungle member. And for as little as 55 cents a day, you can become a Jungle member, become part of the fastest growing sports betting movement in the Western Hemisphere. You get my full betting card, all sports, text to your phone every single morning, access to our members-only Discord, and a direct line to me if you'd like me to opine on any other bet that you're considering placing. We have a free weekly trial. Take it for a test spin and see if it's for you. Today's video is brought to you by Outlier.bet, the top name in sports betting research, and by Red Lobster, now hiring line cooks and fluffers. First game up is the Cubs at Milwaukee. Matthew Boyd going for the Cubs, and Freddie Peralta, fastball Freddie, for the Brewers. Steep money line price here. Chicago is plus 142 on the money line. The Brewers are minus 144. Boyd has not fared well against Milwaukee this season. He started 2 games and allowed 9 earned runs and 10 1/3 innings against them. Freddie Peralta has faced the Cubs 4 times this season. He's 3-1 with a 3.43 ERA and 22 strikeouts. These 2 teams have played 13 times this season because they're in the same division, and the Cubs have won 7. They're 7-6. Now, we established that the starting pitching edge goes to the Brewers. Let's take a look at the bullpens. I have the Brewers bullpen throughout the season ranked 6th in my bullpen rankings, an ERA of 3.63, whip of 1.24, and I have the Cubs 11th. Not too much of a difference between these 2 bullpens. ERA of 3.78, whip of 1.23. Similar numbers, but with the edge going to Milwaukee. So we've established that Milwaukee has the pitching edge in this game. The Cubs do have more power, but Milwaukee had the 3rd highest team batting average in baseball this season. Chicago was 13th. Milwaukee is also 2nd in stolen bases. They're a very opportunistic offense. I think the play in this game is Milwaukee at home on the money line for anything better than minus 150. Yankees at the Blue Jays. New York plus 110-ish on most, depending on the book and the money line price. Toronto's minus 115. Yankees going with Luis Gil. Blue Jays going with Kevin Gausman. Gil pitched once against Toronto this season. Yankees won that game. He pitched 6 innings, allowed 1 run, 3 hits, 4 walks. I believe his control is a problem. Gausman pitched 4 times this year against the Yankees, was credited with 2 wins and 1 loss, but his last 2 games against the Yankees were spectacular. The Blue Jays won both those games. Gausman went 7 innings and 8 innings in those 2 and allowed just 1 earned run in both of them. 13 total strikeouts. The Blue Jays bullpen holds the edge over the Yankees. Toronto had better numbers all season bullpen-wise, and the Yankees bullpen is very fatigued coming off of the series with Boston. Because they're in the same division, these teams also played 13 times, and 7 of those games were in Toronto. The Blue Jays won 6-1 in those 7 games. I like Toronto on the money line, and also take a look at Gausman's over strikeout prop. Tigers at the Mariners. Looks like a bullpen game for the Tigers with Troy Melton as the opener. The Mariners going with Big George Kirby. Now, Kirby was 10-8 this season, ERA of a non-desirable 4.21 or whip of 1.19. Kirby pitched once against Detroit this season. The Mariners won that game, but Kirby didn't pitch that well. He pitched 5 innings, allowed 5 hits, walked 3 batters, and allowed 4 runs. The Tigers on the money line are plus 189, and that should tell you something here. They expended so much of their pitching in that short series with Cleveland, packed right up, as soon as the game ended, and went across the country to Seattle, all the way across the country, to take on a hungry, powerful Seattle lineup who hasn't really, they've never made it to the World Series. I think this could possibly be their year. And here they come with a bullpen game, man. It seems like they're just trying to get to game 2. They're just trying to lay it in until they get to game 2 with Tarek Skubal. I think to them that's where the series begins. When Skubal begins, the only play that makes sense for me in this game is Seattle on the alternate line of -1. The money line is too expensive, and we never lay 1.5 runs with the home team because if they're up in the 9th inning, which you need them to be, they won't bat. So it's 11% less at bats that they'll have. It's tougher to cover 2 runs that way. Seattle on the alternate line of -1. Here we go to my favorite series. Dodgers at the Phillies. Ohtani starting for Los Angeles. Christopher Sanchez for the Phillies. I want to isolate this game to the first 5 innings. Now, the Dodgers know that their bullpen stinks. Ohtani is expected to go 5 innings in this game. And evidence of that is if you look at outs props, like his outs prop is over 14 and a half outs, so 5 full innings, and it's juiced to the over. So they expect him to go 5 full innings, and I trust him. He's pitched 47 innings this season. He's allowed 40 hits, an ERA of just 2.87, and struck out 62 batters. Those are good numbers. Do you know what aren't good numbers? Christopher Sanchez's numbers, starter for the Phillies, against the Dodgers. He started 2 games against them, 12 and 2/3 innings, 13 hits, 8 earned runs, and 4 home runs. The play in this game is the Dodgers' first 5 innings on the money line. Let's have a day, Jungle Nation, and I'll see you tomorrow with a little more money in your pocket.